Hello everyone, I am Sunil Lotke, the Chief Legal and Compliance Officer of UGRO Capital Limited. Today I am going to talk about the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023 passed by Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha and has also received presidential assent very recently. In today's digital landscape, the privacy has become a paramount concern, considering the amount of data which we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And with the advent of the new technologies, it becomes imperative that there is a balance between usage and regulation of the data. The Act basically provides for processing of the data in a manner that recognizes the right of the individual with respect to their data and the need to process the data for certain legitimate purposes. The Act applies for processing of the data in India, and it shall also extend to processing of the data outside India only in relation to the offering of goods and services in India. Under the Act, there are three major parties with respect to collection and maintenance of the personal data. The first one is data fiduciary. Data fiduciary is the person who determines the purpose and manner in which the data needs to be processed. The second party is data principal. Data principal is the individual in relation to whom data relates. And the third one is data processor. Data processor is the person who processes the data on behalf of the data fiduciary. Now, with the introduction of the Act, businesses and Indian companies handling digital personal data in any manner whatsoever will have to put in place the standard operating procedures. They will have to train their personnel so as to comply with the provisions of the Act. They will have to engage independent data auditor. They will have to review the consent mechanism and the validity of the contract with the various data processors. As regards non-banking finance companies are concerned, privacy laws hold very significant importance to them. Typically in lending business, there is an extensive use of customers' data to process the loan, and it needs to be determined as to how the provisions of the Act would impact NBFCs at different stages. While the NBFCs continue to apply their privacy practices, the provisions of the Act will have to be appropriately factored into their processes and the technology. While the notifications of the various sections of the Act and the promulgation of the rule is yet awaited, one needs to see as to how courts in India interpret the empowering provisions of the Act, and it needs to see how the Act evolves over a period of time. Hope you find this video insightful. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you.